Shaunie O'Neal has never been a stranger to controversy, nor has she ever shied away from being the backbone of truth in a reality television empire built on theatrics and betrayal. But when she turned 55 and broke her silence about a deeply concealed secret involving Jennifer Williams and her husband Christian Gold, a secret child hidden from both the public and their inner circle, the ripple effects were instant, vast, and irreversible. This wasn't just another storyline. It was a revelation with the power to fracture a franchise and a friendship forever. Shaunie's claim wasn't made in passing or laced with ambiguity. It was a deliberate act of exposure, rooted in hurt, resentment, and years of silent observation. For a woman who once stood as a maternal figure in Jennifer's public and private evolution, the betrayal felt both personal and symbolic. The alleged existence of a child, kept in the shadows, while Jennifer and Christian portrayed an image of pristine romance and curated luxury, unraveled the foundation of everything fans thought they knew. The timing of the reveal also cannot be overlooked. Shaunie had remained publicly diplomatic for years, even amid mounting tension. But as whispers turned into denials and denials into rebranding efforts that effectively erased their history together, Shaunie was done playing the role of the composed queen. She reached a point where the silence weighed heavier than the backlash truth might bring. And so, she spoke. Jennifer and Shaunie. A history rewritten. The friendship between Jennifer Williams and Shaunie O'Neal wasn't born out of circumstance. It was forged in the flames of reality TV's golden era. From the early days of Basketball Wives, Jennifer was seen not just as a cast member, but as Shaunie's protege. While others came and went, Jennifer remained a fixture, largely because of Shaunie's behind-the-scenes influence and protective instincts. Their bond was built on mutual respect, but also on an unspoken hierarchy. Shaunie led, and Jennifer followed. In the beginning, this dynamic worked seamlessly. Jennifer found comfort in Shaunie's guidance, and Shaunie found pride in Jennifer's growth. But as the seasons progressed and Jennifer began carving out her own identity, subtle shifts emerged. Jennifer no longer looked to Shaunie for approval. She began cultivating business ventures, reshaping her image, and aligning herself with people who offered influence outside the Basketball Wives ecosystem. This evolution didn't necessarily spell doom for their friendship until Jennifer's choices began to feel like erasures. Shaunie watched as Jennifer publicly praised others who had only recently entered her life, conveniently omitting the woman who gave her a platform when few others would. That omission wasn't just hurtful, it was revealing. For Shaunie, it was the first clear sign that Jennifer had begun rewriting her origin story, and in doing so, was cutting her out entirely. The wedding that drew the line when Jennifer Williams married Christian Gold in a lavish ceremony attended by elite influencers, high-profile celebrities, and a gaggle of socialites. It was marketed as the celebration of a new beginning. The picturesque ceremony, held at a private estate in Malibu, was captured in cinematic splendor. Every detail, from the floral arrangements to the customized vows, seemed tailored for the perfect Instagram moment. But amid the hundreds of guests, one face was conspicuously missing: Shaunie. Fans were quick to notice. For someone so instrumental in Jennifer's rise, Shaunie's absence wasn't just glaring, it was deafening. Social media exploded with speculation. Was there a private fallout? Had their relationship soured beyond repair? Or worse, had Jennifer deliberately excluded her? Insiders would later confirm that not only was Shaunie not in attendance, but she had also never received an invitation, not even a last-minute text or a perfunctory email. For a woman who had publicly championed Jennifer through her darkest moments, this felt like a calculated and cruel oversight. It was, in many ways, a silent declaration that Jennifer no longer saw Shaunie as a necessary figure in her curated life story. Christian Gold's influence behind closed doors. Christian Gold, while relatively unknown to the average viewer, carries immense influence in the circles that matter: brand strategists, image consultants, and elite PR handlers. As Jennifer's partner and now husband, his fingerprints have been all over her brand transformation. What started as subtle aesthetic changes eventually gave way to major shifts in tone, content, and the way Jennifer addressed her past. Sources close to the couple say Christian was the one who encouraged Jennifer to distance herself from the Basketball Wives franchise, and by extension, Shaunie. He reportedly saw the show, and its association with drama, as a liability to Jennifer's evolving luxury lifestyle persona. His message was clear: reinvention requires sacrifice. And in their case, that sacrifice was any connection to Jennifer's more controversial beginnings. But with influence comes responsibility, and now the public is questioning just how much of Jennifer's secrecy was rooted in her own choices versus Christian's strategic manipulation. Did Jennifer truly want to hide her child? Or did Christian convince her that revealing the child would harm her image? The answers may never be clear, but the implications are now permanently etched into the public narrative. The secret child. Elijah's mysterious existence, the heart of the controversy, lies in the quiet life of a little boy named Elijah. Said to be around 2 years old, Elijah's existence had been kept entirely off the public radar. No photos, no references, not even cryptic captions that fans could decipher. According to sources, Jennifer gave birth to Elijah before she and Christian went public with their relationship and chose to keep the child out of the spotlight to preserve the fresh start she was crafting. To some, this decision seems understandable. After all, many celebrities keep their children private. But to others, especially those like Shaunie who had been a part of Jennifer's intimate world, it felt like a betrayal of trust. The very act of concealment became symbolic of everything else Jennifer had swept under the rug in her quest for image perfection. What hurt most, reportedly, was the silence. Shaunie claims that she found out about Elijah not from Jennifer, but through a third party, which made the exclusion all the more painful. She would later confess in private, "If she had told me herself, I would have supported her. But I had to hear about her child the same way the blogs did. That broke something in me." The leaked recording that broke the internet shortly after Shaunie's revelation, a voicemail recording allegedly sent to a mutual friend leaked online. In it, Shaunie poured out years of frustration in a raw, emotional tone that fans had rarely seen from her. "I watched her transform. I cheered her on. And now I watch her erase me like I was just a footnote. You know what? Keep your mansions, keep your gowns, but don't pretend I wasn't there when nobody else was," Shaunie declared in the clip. The most searing moment came when she said, "She has a child and still walks around pretending she's starting from scratch. No, she's not. She's just hiding chapters she doesn't think will sell." The voicemail went viral within hours, becoming a trending topic across platforms. Memes were made, debates erupted, and for the first time in years, Shaunie wasn't seen just as a reality TV boss. She was seen as a woman scorned by someone she loved. Behind the scenes turmoil and cast divisions, the aftermath of the revelation sent shockwaves through the Basketball Wives production. Filming for the upcoming season was immediately thrown into chaos, with several scenes being pulled from post-production. Reunion tapings were postponed, and network executives scrambled to get ahead of the controversy. Cast members found themselves caught in the middle, with many forced to choose between remaining loyal to Shaunie or supporting Jennifer's version of events. Some who publicly posted congratulations to Jennifer found themselves quietly unfollowed by Shaunie, a subtle sign of disapproval that didn't go unnoticed. There were even reports of behind-the-scenes fights, with one altercation becoming so heated that security had to intervene before it turned physical. The usually controlled chaos of Basketball Wives had become an uncontrolled wildfire, and everyone was feeling the heat. A legacy in jeopardy for Shaunie, the drama has forced a painful reckoning. She built Basketball Wives from the ground up, not just as a show, but as a space for women to own their truths. Watching that vision twist into a battleground of egos and edited realities has left her reconsidering her role. "I'm proud of what I built," she said in a recent interview. But when you give people a platform and they use it to rewrite the past, you have to wonder if it's time to walk away. That sentiment has sparked concern among fans who fear the end of the Shaunie era. Her leadership, her integrity, and her transparency were cornerstones of the franchise. Without her, many fear that Basketball Wives could devolve into just another drama-fueled carousel, lacking the emotional depth that once set it apart. The emotional toll of fame and reinvention, as the dust continues to settle, one truth becomes clearer than ever. The pursuit of reinvention comes at a steep emotional cost. Jennifer may have succeeded in reshaping her public image, but she has also left behind the people who once believed in her unconditionally. Shaunie's heartbreak isn't just about a child hidden or a wedding missed. It's about being discarded by someone she once considered family. It's about watching someone you loved turn your shared history into a liability. And it's about the painful realization that sometimes loyalty only flows in one direction.